There's some killer metal albums in August that you got to pay attention to.
All of these albums are worth your time, we think. Buckle up, get in the wagon. We're doing it.
We're doing it. Dark Tranquillity, Endtime Signals. Dark Tranquillity has consistently been a cornerstone of melodic death metal for good reason, right? While their discography has seen some experimental phases, I'll call it, they've maintained a core identity throughout their career. Endtime Signals is a triumphant return to form in a time where melodic death metal seems to be back at it and not losing steam. They are going on tour right now with Amorphous and our friends Fires in the Distance. If you haven't gotten tickets, do that. The album is a masterful blend of classic Dark Tranquillity elements with some fresh inspiration. Tight songwriting, exceptional drumming, and unexpected vocal nuances create a dynamic but amazing listening experience for the band.
This is our fate, so grand and blind.
Tracks like Unforgettable and Neuronal Fire are instant classics, showcasing the band's evolution while staying to their roots.
You're far away and not defined. We must be gone.
Endtime Signals is a killer example of Dark Tranquillity's enduring legacy and why they're goated in mellow death. It's a must listen for fans of melodic death metal and definitely a strong contender for Album of the Year in the death metal category.
Eye Eater, Alienate. Defying easy categorization, Alienate is a sonic journey through post-metal, blackened doom, and metalcore with unexpected bursts of bone-breaking brutality. It's a dark and brooding album that will pull you in with its atmospheric beauty before sucker punching you with its crushing heaviness. Imagine the emotional depth of post-metal, the raw intensity of metalcore, and the bleak darkness of Black and Doom, all blended together in a chaotic yet captivating brew. Alienate is a testament to this brand new band's ability to seamlessly shift between these genres, creating a repeatable listening experience. For a debut album from an anonymous New Zealander, this is an underground debut that deserves way more attention. Dive in, get lost in the foggy caverns of this ritualistic album, and show some love to these talented musicians, supporting them on Bandcamp. They've got this as Name Your Price, which is insane. Just go buy it.
Fulci Duckface Killings. Do you like horror movies and meathead riffs? Well, here's another slice of your favorite pizza then. Forget pretentious metal elitism, man. Fulci's Duckface Killings is a refreshing blast of no-nonsense, headbanging fun. This Italian quartet just doesn't take themselves too seriously, and neither should you. With horror movie samples, goofy song titles, and a healthy dose of Mortician-inspired brutality, Fulci delivers a pure, unadulterated death metal experience.
Dumpster decorated like a morgue, dark nameless, blood fetish like Joe Rifkin from Canarsie to Pitkin. Under poverty limits, I stick the knife inside of your fitted.
Heavy, sludgy riffs collide with bone-shattering breakdowns, creating a sonic assault that's as satisfying as it is silly. The vocals are guttural masterpieces, and the production is raw and filthy, just like the way it should be with this kind of death metal. Duckface Killings is a perfect soundtrack for a beer-soaked headbanging party, so ditch the intellectualism, man. Be one of us, be dumb, and embrace the chaos. Fulci is here to remind us why we love metal in the first place, man. Have some fucking fun.
Nile, the underworld awaits us all. Prepare to be brutally dragged into the catacombs of the nether realms, Forge mates. This is a band that I've enjoyed since their early years. We both have, so to see them at this point in their career still making the brutal technical cacophony of sound that they've pioneered is just amazing. The production might take a couple listens to fully appreciate, but once you dive in, it reveals a world of intricate details and crushing heaviness. Tracks like Overlords of the Black Earth showcase the band's ability to balance brutality with unexpected moments of musical flair that one might expect at a bazaar in Cairo. This album feels more brutal and theatrical compared to some of their other works. But once you've immersed yourself into this record, the groovy slam sections will knock you out like a mummy on a rampage. This is another chapter in Nile's epic tale of darkness and ancient evil. It's a challenging listen, but for diehard fans, it's a must-have edition in their collection.
In Aphelion, Reaperdawn. In Aphelion's debut, Moribund was a revelation on this channel, setting a high bar for this Swedish black metal band. Their sophomore effort, Reaperdawn, not only meets but surpasses those lofty expectations. Reaperdawn is a relentless assault of razor-sharp riffs, hypnotic melodies, and a raw, visceral energy throughout the runtime. The band masterfully blends classic black metal, sure, with influences from thrash and heavy metal, creating a sound that's both familiar and utterly fresh. Sebastian's vocals are a force of nature, delivering a performance that is both brutal and melodic. The production is flawless too, capturing the band's intensity without sacrificing atmosphere. Every track is a highlight, showcasing the band's songwriting prowess and their ability to craft epic, unforgettable songs. Reaperdawn is a triumph. It's a record that demands repeated listens, revealing new depths and intricacies on each spin.
Nails every bridge burning. Nails has once again delivered a sonic assault that redefines the boundaries of grindcore. Every bridge burning is a relentless barrage of feedback, distortion, and pure aggression. Todd Jones's vocals are a guttural, incomprehensible beast, perfectly complementing the chaotic instrumentation of thumping bass riffs and pummeling percussion. This is a middle finger to the old school purists that cry about how metal isn't what it used to be. Ooh. This is brutal and utterly addictive. And with a total runtime of just under 18 minutes, it's hard not to just let it keep playing over and over again. While it might be difficult to digest in the first listen, this album's intensity is undeniable. Todd Jones said there's an expectation of delivery. If you see the Nails logo, expect to get pummeled, and there is no exception. This band has cemented their status as a leading force in modern grindcore. If you've been sleeping on them, this is a great place to start.
Zeal and Ardor, Greif. The Swiss band, known for their unique blend of black metal and delta blues, have taken a bold leap forward on this record, exploring a wider sonic palette than ever before. Greif is a killer example of eclecticism, that's a word, look it up. Gagno and his bandmates seamlessly weave together elements of black metal, blues, rock, and even electronic music, creating a captivating and unpredictable listening experience.
When you'll be watching me from far above.
While the album showcases a broader range of influences, Zeal and Ardor haven't abandoned their signature sound entirely. Tracks like Hide and Shade and 369 offer familiar nods to their earlier work, but with kind of a fresh perspective. With Greif, Zeal and Ardor have solidified their position as one of the most innovative and exciting bands in modern metal. Their ability to seamlessly blend disparate genres is nothing short of astonishing. Greif is a killer album, man. It shows the band's unwavering creativity and their refusal to be confined by musical boundaries in black metal.
Amiensus, Reclamation Part 2. Thank you, Brandon, for putting this on my radar. This band has blown me away with their newest album, Reclamation Part 2, a follow-up to Part 1, which was released earlier in the year, and I had no idea about that. Imagine the wild, vivid soundscapes of Arcturus blended with the modern production majesty of Dimmu Borgir, and you've got just what the taste of this band can offer. Massive guitars and drums collide with soaring clean vocals and roaring growls, creating a sonic tapestry that's both intense and epic. This album is a journey that doesn't need to beg for your attention. Instead, it begs for repeat listens so you can spot those new details that evaded you on your first spin. Amiensus avoids the "look at me now" piousness that plagues some black metal bands. Instead, they immerse you in their world, letting the music speak for itself. Reclamation Part 2 is a masterpiece that will undoubtedly be on many end-of-year lists.
Fleshgod Apocalypse Opera. This album, man, it marks a pivotal moment for the Italian symphonic death metal giants. With a revamped lineup and a refined sound, the band has delivered what I believe is easily one of their most accomplished records to date. Veronica's integration into the band has been seamless. Her vocals elevate this record to all new heights. The interplay between her operatic voice and Francesco Pauli's guttural growls is a highlight. Meanwhile, the production is flawless as hell, balancing that brutal intensity of the band with the grandeur of the orchestra. Opera is easily a cornerstone to Fleshgod Apocalypse's growth as songwriters and musicians. The album is super dynamic, showcasing both their ability to create massive anthemic tracks and more intimate atmospheric moments as well. With Opera, the band has not only refined their signature sound, but also expanded their musical horizons, solidifying their position as untouchable gods in the pantheon of symphonic death metal.
Ellende, Todbringeren.
This Austrian solo project has been around for about a decade, delivering majestic sounds in the name of black metal. Like their Austrian counterparts in Harakiri for the Sky, the music draws from the more atmospheric and melodic influences without squarely putting them into the post-black metal category. The consistency of the songs does fluctuate, with some snorgasms towards the middle of the record. However, the standout song, Verachtung, is a revelation, dude. It's like a breath of fresh air, injecting the album with a surprising dose of like Typo Negative, Woods of Ypres vibes. Definitely check that song out. If you're into that emotive variety of post-black metal, which we enjoy here, Ellende's Todbringeren is a must listen. Just be prepared for a few lulls along the way.
I'm sure we missed a bunch of albums from August. It was a pretty good month. Leave yours down in the comments below. Thumbs up the video. Really helps us out.
Go with the gods, Forge mates. The end time signal is chirping.
Beep, beep, beep. Mummy said knock you out. That's what I imagine.
That's amazing.
We should make that with like a mummy. Like, yeah,
I love that.
Beat down mummy core.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, this is Ellen DeGeneres' Black Metal Band.